like to start with what I know and then work towards what I don't know. I wanted to take the formality of the house and the informality of the woods and kind of make the two combine. I'd like to show you how not to mulch around a tree. It's a step that I see very few landscapers doing. You want to make sure to have variation in your heights. Look at how lovely this is. We just cued the butterfly to come in. I went ahead and ran the tiller through all the beds, and I figured before I start spreading the soil and doing the final grading, I'll just show you how things look. So far I've used a little bit less than half of the topsoil here. This bed was too small, so I'll just spread the soil around, and then when I plant the plants, I can go ahead and mix the soil in. But this is how the beds look with a little bit of soil put on top of them, and then I also went ahead and tilled them again. And I really like the Dingo tiller because it's just such a heavy machine that you can really do a lot of tilling or get in the ground and bust it up without a lot of passes. Back in the day I used to use a Troy built tiller, and they make a wonderful machine, But boy, with this Dingo tiller, it's just a night and day difference. And I'll have to put a little bit of soil in back there and smooth the grade out. We'll raise the grade here a bit where the tree's going to be. I did the best I could over here. I couldn't really get the machine in very well, but you can see right over here, this is the width of the tiller and how it dug right in there and just mixed the soil I had with the soil that we brought in. This seems to be, for lack of a better term, the porous soil. I did spread soil here, but it just, there's a little more rocks and it's a little bit drier. It's out on the hillside, not as much shade. So this bed doesn't really seem as amended, but I did end up, I tilled all this. I had the grass, after I made the video at the end of the day yesterday, I did cut out a little bit more of this edge. So I had some fresh grass to be turned in as well. So now we'll just go ahead and spread some soil on top and start setting our final grade. And then under this tree, boy, I can't tell you the difference, or I guess I can try to tell you the difference, and I guess if you walk outside you'll see it. But under this tree it's just so much cooler, and even the soil is just, it's like moister. I know there's a tree above, but the soil is just so much moister and so much nicer. Now again, underneath these trees we're not going to raise the grade very much. We don't want to raise the grade near our trees. I wasn't bumping into many roots, so I did go ahead and till this, but I don't think I'll be adding any more soil in this area. Just back over here we'll go ahead and raise the grade in the beds a bit.